Hi CodeLytical family, welcome back to another exciting video. Today we are looking at an application I developed using Kotlin programming language, the Jetpack Compose, UI toolkits, and also the Gemini AI model. If you are new here, my name is Nathaniel Nkrumah Nightingale, and this channel is all about building awesome projects, sharing our source code, and showcasing off projects. Basically the app you are looking at, I've named it Photo Hunt. So I got this inspiration from somewhere, an application I saw somewhere. It was developed in Flutter, so I decided to do the same thing in Kotlin. So with Photo Hunt, you have the option to choose between your categories. In our case, we are using the home, then the outside. So when the category is selected, we pass the category to our AI model for it to generate a list of items that can be found in that selected category. After, the AI will randomly pick one of the items at a time. So it will show you one of the items. Then your role is to take a picture of the item. After, we pass the picture or the image to the AI model for it to predict the name. When the name is predicted by the AI, we compare it to the shown item. And if the name matches, it means you have success. If your guess is right, you'll be rewarded 50 points. If you fail, you get the option to retry for 3 times. If you're unable to still guess is correct, you'll be moved to the next item to predict. So you have to predict all the generated items the AI will generate. So basically that is all for the Photo Hunt application. So without wasting much time, guys, let's look at the demo of the app. After that, we create it from scratch using Kotlin and Jetpack Compose. So you can have the option, or you can select any of the options. You see, let's select home, let's start hunting. So AI will prepare, then your hunt is ready. So at this point, the items have been generated by the AI. When you click on bring it on, one of the items will be presented to you, and the generated item by the AI is 10. So the first one is lamp. So it means we have to take a picture of a lamp. Okay, so let's take one and show it to the AI. Validate it. Okay, so we got it. So plus 50 points will be given to you. Let's go to the next item, rag. So you also have the option to either skip. So let's try getting this wrong and see what happens. Okay, oh nope, doesn't look like it. Let's try again, still get it wrong. Wrong. Last one. This one. Oh, yeah, wrong. And also we've reached our retry limit, so it will move to the next one and skip this item. Okay, so the next one is pillow. You have to look for a picture of a pillow, or you have to capture a picture of a pillow. So let's do one. Let's see. Nope. Okay, let's try again. Okay, you found it. Plus 50. Let's go to another item, mirror. So let's skip this. Let's skip this one. Let's skip this. Let's skip. So here you see you get your score. After that, you can also decide to play again, then it will bring it to the home page. So guys, basically this is the application we are going to create in Kotlin. So now that we are done with the demo, let's launch our Android Studio and start working in that. Okay, I'll launch my Android Studio with the project being opened. Okay, so basically first thing first, before you can even start or run this application, first of all you have to make sure you have the API key from the Gemini AI model. So what you can do is you just go to aistudio.google.com/app/API key. This link will also be given in the description. When you get to that site, click on get API key, create API key. Then when it's successfully created, you copy your API key. Then in your Android Studio, you make sure inside your local.properties you create a variable API_key. Then you paste your API key there. Now after you go to our build.gradle, inside our build.gradle, we make sure we create these things. We create a variable local properties that will get access to our Gradle local properties, and also we create our variable, the API key, that will also pick from our local properties. You make sure the variable you used inside your local.properties will be the same variable name here. After that, you just pass it using the build config. When you are done, you make sure you set your build config to true. Okay, so basically this is the dependency we are using. We are using the Google Gemini AI. Don't forget the source code to the project will be in the description. You can just go to our GitHub repo, then get this source code. Okay, now that we are done with our Gradle files, let's check our libs.version. So this is our lib.version. We are using the latest Kotlin, that's Kotlin 2.0. Okay, now let's go inside our app. First thing first, we go to our Android manifest. Inside our manifest, make sure you add your permission, that is internet. Then also we have our files like this. Inside our res, we have our drawable, that's using the logo. Also fonts, we've downloaded these two fonts, that is Poppins, Bold and Regular. So these are the fonts we are going to work with. Okay, now inside our project, we are not using any dependency injection yet, but when you get a project you can try, because I wanted to make this thing simple and straightforward. So for now we are not using any dependency injection here. Let's go to the UI first. Inside the UI, let's access our theme. Inside our theme folder, we have color. This color you can just adjust it to your favorite colors and use it. We also have our type. Inside our type, we've defined our font. So we've created a font family for our regular font and also our bold font, and we've passed it inside our typography. So bold, large, this is what the tester it is picking. So basically what we are trying to do, we are setting the material typography styles to start with. So this is our title, large, and these are our types. Now inside the theme, we've created the photo hand theme that is going to be like this. Now that we are done with this, let's go to our view model. Inside our view model, we are going to create two classes, that is the hands view model and also prediction view model. So basically the hand view model will be the one that will be generating our items when we select our category. Then the prediction will be accepting the image we capture to predict the name from the image. Okay, so this is the files or the class for the hands view model. We've created our selected location, which we are using the mutable state flow to store the current value. We also have current items. So the current items will be the generated items from our AI model. Then we also have the current item. So the current item is the one that the AI will pick as a starting item for us to guess using our picture. Now we also have a variable that is the item left. This helps us to keep track of the number of items left for us to complete. Then now we have our score, also keeping track of the score when we get any guess correct. Okay, so we also have unfinished function here. Then we have, so here we are creating the setters to set our score and also setters to set our location. So whenever maybe we get a guess correct, we pass that reward value into our set score so that we can update our score value by the reward. Okay, we also have the set location. Now with our set location, basically when we select our category, we pass the category or location to our set location so that we can be able to keep track of it. So after we pass, or the moment we pass, we select our category, we then hit or call the AI to generate our item for us. So this is our function to do that. So inside our generate items, it's taking a location. Then we have our prompt. So location, we check if the location or the category we've selected is a home. Then this is what it should do. This is what it should do. So the same thing, if our category or location is outside, this is what it should do. This is the prompt it should do. So basically this is our prompt that we are using to generate our items based on the category or the location the user selects. And this is the Gemini generative model, that is the AI. The model we are using is Gemini 1.5 Flash, and here you pass in your API key. As I said, we are storing our API key in the local.properties, and we are getting it from the Gradle file, the build.gradle. Okay, now after we create a variable to hold a response the AI will bring. Then after that, we break the response into an items, then generate it as a list. So after that, we check, we make sure that our items is not empty. So if our items are not null, or the item is not null, then I will set the current items to be equal to the generated item. Also, we set the items left to be equal to the size or the length of the generated item. Then we set our current index to be 0. After we are done, we then call the pick next item. So basically this pick next item will pick one of the current item based on the current index to give us one of the item, so that it will be displayed for the user to know what item to guess or take a picture of. So that is for our pick next item. If the item generated from the AI model is empty, we set our current items to empty list. Then now we set the item left to be 0. It means there's nothing to guess. There's nothing there for us to guess. Then we are wrapping this inside a try catch. Okay. Then after that, we have a function that resets all our variables when we are done with our game or generating. Okay, so that is it for the hunt view model class. Now let's look at our prediction view model. Inside our prediction view model, the same thing. So as I said, this is taking care of the captured image. So we have a variable called captured image using the mutable live data to save it. Then we also have the mutable state flow for the predicted name. We have a variable to save it. We have our retry count and also the number of retry that you have to perform. Now we have a setter for captured image. Basically, when we capture the image, we pass the image as a bitmap, then we set it to set capture image, so that this capture image can make use of it or reference it. We also have a function for the increment try recount. So whenever there's a retry, we perform a count of it so that we can use it to keep track and know the number of retry left for the user. Then after that, when everything is set and done, we can now reset our retry count. Here, this should retry also check whether we can have a retry. Then now we also have our predict image name. This one too, we are using the AI, the model, to perform or extract the name or generate the name from the image. So basically the same thing, we are passing the model name and also our API key here. So here, just a simple prompt, provide a single word name for the item in this image. So basically this is our prompt to generate the name or get the name from the image. So basically that is it for the generating or predicting the name from the image. After that, we can also reset this when we are done with the predicting or prediction. Okay, so that is it for our view models. Now we can now go straight to our screens. Inside the screens, the first one you can look at is the home screen. So inside our home screen, we are passing our nav controller and also our hands view model. So here we are just creating a variable that we use to keep track of our selection. So when you select a category for here from this side, when you select, we are using the selected button to keep track of it. So this is basically all composables, so more or less. So when we set it, now we have this our card, we have a location card. Our location card is a reusable function, composable function we created. So it's inside the components here. So this is our location card. We've created a reusable location card to handle our categories here, the home and the outside. Okay, so said inside the home, on click on the button, by default when we are not, or any of these items are not selected, we disable the star hunting. So if it's disabled too, it means it can be clickable. So we are saying we only enable the button when the selected button here it's not empty, then we can enable it. So the moment you select this, you trigger the button, we set the selected button, we set the value to the selected select location here, so that we can use our selected location can hold the value we pass from the home screen. Okay, now after we are done, we go to start hunting. So this will take us to a loading. So we go to the loading, screen. So this is our loading screen. When we select the category, then we go to start hunting, it brings us to this side. So here too, so that we can do some loading. So here we are showing, by default showing this loader here inside our view or our screen, and we are doing some launch effect check here. So we check if the items, the value is not empty. So if our items are not empty, it means data has been items are being generated successfully by the AI model. Then we can go to its loaded screen. So for this, it takes us to the is loaded screen. And inside is loaded, that's where we show the bring it on, because at that time our items have been generated successfully by our AI model. So we have our data being generated. Then on click on bring it on, that is our so basically we can have a preview of it. We can have a preview of what we are saying here. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. So on click on this bring it on here, we go to the pending route, and the pending route is inside the item hands. This is our pending. So this is the place where an item, one of the generated item, will be shown here. That's the current item that was picked by the AI will be shown here. So I also have our escape and also the take photo button. So when you click on the take photo, we launch the camera from our phone. Then we capture the image. When the image is captured, we set the image in our set captured image here from the prediction view model. Okay, so we save or we set the captured image to our set captured image. Then we also call the predict image here, predict image name. So we call it so that we can be able to predict the name. Then now we navigate to the validating. That is where we show that the AI is validating the photo. So the AI has to validate the photo. So here too we are doing some check. We check inside the launch effects. We check if the name is not null, it means the name has been predicted. If it's not null, we also go on to do under check. So we check if the predicted name is equal to the current item, that is the name that the AI generated, or the AI generated as part of the items. We compare it with the predicted name from the image. If it is the same, it means that the user is correct. We reset the count, set it to 0. Then now we navigate the user to the success screen. We navigate the user to the success screen. So here the user will see the success screen with a point of 50. Then click on next item, we update our count. We update the score for the user. So basically that is it for the success. Then same place where we do the validating. If it's not equal, it means our guess was wrong. So in this case, we take the user to the failed screen. So the user will be taken to this place, fail screen, for the user to either skip or try guessing again. So basically that is it for the screens. Okay, so now we can have a look at our navigation. Let's check our navigation graph. So here we've defined or we've created our composable nav graph that is handling all our navigations from home screen to hand error screen. So basically that is it. Also set our route. This is the route that is helping us to do the navigation. Okay, and inside the navigation you also have the navigation util. This helps us to pop back all the way to the home screen when we finish. This is the hands finish screen. So here, that's when we show your score and also a button to play again. Alright, so basically that is it for this photo hunt application. As I said, I wanted to make things simple, so I didn't use the dependency injection. You can just pull this code, go through, try to add some features, add changes, even add database to store your generated items so that you can use it to keep track to prevent repetition of words. You can also add more functionalities. Comment, share some comment in the comment box. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe to CodeLytical, turn on the notification bell for any future updates. The source code will be given in the description. Bye, see you.